to me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to play you in the night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
Pressure is on Chunk. I'm going to the gym and you're going to be my entertainment.
Hey dudes, how we doing? Sorry for blowing your ears out with it's actually, don't even blame me. Don't blame me. You can blame Genre. Genre, it's your fault, you healthy bastard. Going to the gym, I mean, really. Although I am rejoining the gym on Monday, so I'll be coming with you. Not actually coming with you, or indeed blowing you. Horny devil. You see what I mean? That's absolute man to the road. I can't hear that at all. Fucking hell. 'Cause all gods never die. I'm not an animal. I bought a cup for this. Thank you so much for the resubs, both for Genre and Ginger Bear. Ginger Bear on a 15-month resub. Thank you so much. I've not checked Genre's actual because it's gone. Hang on. 7 months. There we go. 7 months, Genre. Thank you, my dude. What's today's effort at the gym? Are we cardio? Are we doing weights? I have come for the no adulting zone. Full body weight session. Ouch, that's something I can't do because I'm just far too much body weight here. Hey, Max Wattage, thank you so much for the 8-month resub, my dude. I really appreciate that. I am, as you can hear, I am listening to Greenlung, as I often do. This is because I'm going to see them on Saturday, and I am very excited because I've not seen them this year, I don't think. In fact, I haven't seen them this year, and I think they're going to, or maybe I did. I don't know. Time has no meaning for me anymore. Oh yeah, I did a solid support clutch in Leeds. Of course I did. Jesus, John. That was at the very start of the year, though. Yeah, I'm just very excited. My God, even tried half that, my arms would pop off like Lego. Yeah, I need to really get my strength back. All I've done for the last 24 hours is basically eat. Anyway, let me just move this over here. I was going to play some Room 2 because we got stuck yesterday, I don't know if you remember. Let me just bring an end to the Greenlung. There we go. Not bring an end to the Greenlung, of course. Wrong thing. Goodness. My goodness, everything's going wrong already, as it often does. Let's just get rid of a few bits and pieces. There we go. I feel like Chunk could become an anime character if he worked out. I used to work out a lot. I used to be in excellent shape, and then I'm now in. When I say excellent shape, I used to be a lot healthier. Let's word it better, shall we? I used to be a lot healthier, and now I'm not as healthy. But it is something I do want back. But it's next week's problem. I am going to enjoy myself for the next few days. I'm going on my jollies in the morning. My coach to Manchester is around 10 a.m, so I need to go and vote before. If you're in Britain and you want to vote tomorrow in your local council elections, be aware that they have introduced a law where you must provide photo ID to vote. If you don't want to vote, I don't blame you. You do what's right for you. That sort of power. No, I was never that strong. I just like the feeling of working out. You know, it does feel nice to be healthy. I certainly haven't been it lately. I'm getting there with like my mental health. I'm still sober. My God, I nearly went drinking tonight though. It was so fucking close. In 1 minute's time, there is a gig literally 4 minutes from my house, which is free entry, and it's in a practice room, and it's bring your own booze, and fucking, I think it's Venom Sabathie from Mexico playing. And I wanted to go so bad, but I know if I go, that's going to set me off, and it's going to make tomorrow morning horrendous for the 4-hour journey to Manchester. Just don't put a Tory in and I'm happy. In that case, you do care about politics, Cookie Blades. I'm sorry to break it to you, dude. But you can't say, I don't care about politics and then say I don't want a Tory in. Doesn't work like that. In my area, there are no independents. We have a Tory, a Lib Dem, or a Labour to choose from. So look, I'm normally a Green voter, but I'm going to give Labour. I don't care other than that point, but that's quite an important point. Yeah. What are you doing in Manchester? It is. It's Graveyard and Cadaver tomorrow at the Academy. And when it was announced last year, Mega Number 14 very kindly bought me a ticket. And also helped me out with the coaching fair tomorrow morning. So, nice. So I'm seeing Mars, Red Sky and Weed Eater on Saturday with Greenlung. Oh, Friday. No, tomorrow, Thursday. Wording is hard, sugar. That's messed up. Let me try again. No, I'm sorry. I'm not judging. I'm really not. Like, that's the whole point of freedom to vote, is that you can vote if you want to and don't. But it was quite a contradictory statement to say, I don't care about politics, just don't put a Tory in, because if you don't want a Tory in, it's your responsibility and my responsibility to not put a Tory in, or not let other people put a Tory in, which is why you must vote against the Tories. Not that local council elections really matter. Not that national elections really matter. If it mattered, they wouldn't let us vote. The first past the post system is designed to keep only one of two parties in power, and it's going to be Tories. I don't generally feel very strongly about politics except for Tory. So you feel strongly about Tories, which are the major political party in this country, but you don't care about politics. Sorry, dude. Even rewording it, you can't say both of those things and be like taken seriously. That shit is great. Love it. Thank you. Peace and love. I struggle with English. I mean, that's fine. It's not a problem that you struggle with English. You've made your stance really quite clear. Like, you don't want Tories in, you don't like Tories, but you don't care about politics. And it's that kind of apathy that's going to keep the system. No, I do. I know what you mean. I fucking hate the Tories, which is why I'm going to go vote Labour tomorrow. Again, it's only a council election. It doesn't change who runs the country, but it may very well send a message to the government in power that their time is numbered, as I think they know it is anyway. Which is why they're not even hiding the shit that they're doing anymore. They're just fucking doing it. Yeah. Anyway, let's play some games. So I was about to press the gaming button, but I realised I've just been playing Vampire Survivors. I'm getting a little bit addicted to this game, you know. I don't tend to play it on stream because it's it requires, so as long as the game is active, it requires absolute focus, and you slip up your focus, and that's it. Your run is over. But if you haven't played it yet, I think it's pretty cheap, and it is a really fun, really addictive survival game. And I mean survival in the most basic of terms, because all you have to do is survive. You don't have to craft, you don't have to do anything like that, but you just have to survive, and it's grand. Definitely do that off stream, yeah, because I'm just like, yeah, it's good though. I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. Oh, that's my desktop. Let's just go away from that for a moment. Not there's anything particularly embarrassing on there. It's just a load of crap, really. Gaming button. I have a menu button. Oh, I have a Stream Deck, so there's a button that says gaming, and that takes you to whatever I'm playing at the moment. I'm just going to load up Steam. Won't be a sec. Library, The Room 2, because we got bloody stuck on this yesterday, and I'd really like to get unstuck if possible. It's a nice desktop, very chill. Thank you. It's my dream home. It's where I would one day like to live. Ooh, what the hell? That's odd. Where's my mouse? There it is. Get onto there. Thank you. And press gaming. Hey, it works. Doesn't always work, but it did this time. Unstucketh. Yeah, that cottage is where I want to end up one day. Just a cottage, a tree, a bench, and fuck all else. Okay, so yesterday we got to this part in the game. Remember, can I just get an exclamation mark backseat off somebody, please? I think anyone can do it. It's not just mods or VIPs, just so people that are aware of the rules. I know you all are anyway. If I am going to help via the on-screen prompt, or if I'm going to ask for help, you will see that sign. Where we're at is there's a thingy. This is the thingy, a table. And we need to find the weights, which will counterbalance this and hopefully open that bit there. The only one we're struggling to open is this one. Come on. Zoom in for me. Oh, hello. No, that's not what I wanted you to zoom in on, though. Come on. Down there. Oh, piss. It's doing that thing again. Yeah, I remember. Hang on. How did I fix this last time? I can't... It won't click properly. I can't move my cursor beyond that. Let me just figure... How the hell did I fix it last time? I think I had to quit the game and start again, you know. See? Well, let me click on things properly. Stupid bloody thing. Yes. Come on. Right, try that again. Thank you for that. It's a very good clear sign. Yes. A lovely little cottage somewhere with a beautiful wildflower garden in the front, a very lovely little allotment in the back garden. Yeah, I mean, that is... it's actually from Spirited Away, when towards the end of the film, when they're on the train, you just see that flash up for a second as they go past it on the train. And I think that's very lovely. Anyway. Why have I got a window capture on instead of a display capture instead of a window capture? What is going on here? It's all going crap. One sec. Right, okay. It should happen now. Do you know, can't get the staff. I know I'm the only one, but still. Are you a witch? Yes, I'm the spookiest witch in the whole world. I'm gonna put the last of my coke. Maybe it is. No, there was more in there that I remembered. So okay, we're here. So yes, yesterday we got to a point where we could no longer continue. Maybe because my brain was tired, but also because I had to shoot off because I was off to meet my mum for some charity shopping. The only thing I got from the charity shop, if anyone is interested, is this a wooden box. Now, you may say, well, Chuck, that's a lovely wooden box, and you would be right. It is a lovely wooden box. I think you can open it. It has hinges and a little felt inside. Ooh. I think someone may have kept incense in here at some point. It smells very incensey. But the reason that this box, it's all very nicely carved, and the reason why this box spoke to me so loudly is that when I was 5 or 6 years old, we had a dog, a black lab, called Pal. And Pal unfortunately developed a brain tumour and had to be put to sleep. Not put to sleep. I hate the term put to sleep. He ain't put to sleep. He got killed. And then his ashes, after cremation, were put in a box that is identical to this. And my brother has that box and those ashes still. So when I saw that box, I was like, holy shit, it's Pal's box. So now I have, although Pal's remains are not in here, he can now sit here next to the remains of Duke. Maybe I'll fill it with weed or something. Hey, Beardy, how you doing? Yes, the song requests are back open. We finally made such a dent in the song requests that you can now request songs again. Evening, Bruella. How you doing? Good to have you here, as always. We are stuck. At least I was stuck at the end of yesterday's stream. I drink quite a lot of Coke. I've already requested mine for the day. Yes, you are on one request per stream, just because I don't want an avalanche of requests just to flow in. And from now on, I am playing the requests in request order. So doing one at a time gives people a chance to, you know, mix it up a little bit. So if you would like to request a song, you can use your channel points, 666 channel points. Well, you can request any song you like. The only thing I ask is that it doesn't breach terms of service. I particularly dislike any lyrics referring to, like, social violence, like knives or guns or gangs or misogyny. They're the things that really I do not like. And if I hear that in a song that you asked me to request to, I will stop the song. Hey, Alpaca, how you doing? How you doing? So yes, I should be packing for my jollies in the morning, but I'm not, because I felt a bit fucking shit. So I came on stream instead to hang out with you guys. So I was feeling a bit fucking down and low. Right, so we are looking No Children by the Mountain Goats. I do remember a band called the Mountain Goats, but I don't know if it was No Children. If you go to the Discord, Squeak, all previous requests are in the previous setlist section on the Discord, so feel free to have a little perusal through and see if you've requested that before. If you have, Beardy or Bruella or Dance of Stupidity will be more than happy to refund your points for you. And I don't know if it'll let you try again this stream. That's interesting. We will find out. Okay, so I need to find my sweet, lovely chums. I need to find the circular indentation that goes in here that will open this final flap here and reveal the final weight that will go on there. but I am struggling to find such a thing. And we tried we tried for quite a bit at the end of yesterday's stream, but admittedly I was feeling a bit fried. So I am going to start the stream by opening it up to I know Beardy has that. And Jurassic. Oh yeah. There you go, bloody hell, Bruella. Get a hammer. I mean, that would be nice. Yes, it's that kind of thing like in Resident Evil games where you've got an infinite rocket launcher, but you can't get past a little tin gate because you don't have the key. You know, it's an annoying game mechanic that needs to stop. Either put a realistic barrier in the way or let us smash everything up. Right, there's nothing down there that I can interact with. Is that something I can interact with? Because double-clicking, if you can interact with something, it will zoom in. But I'm not getting anything. I've got 71,000 points. Fuck it. Well, I mean, it's not just that. It's just that you might not be able to have another go now. Cthulhian Dreams voice play Oogie Boogie's song. And you should really watch the video for it as well. Oogie Boogie, as in from Nightmare Before Christmas. Love that dude. But yeah, you can request anything. It could be Disney. It could be speed metal. It can be Egyptian folk music. You could request anything you like. I am obsessed with music and I want to fill my brain with as much as possible. This sucks. Oh hello, is that a little... No. What about that there? I sort of noticed something there. Or did I? I may well just be clutching at straws here, which I think I am. And they've all been... Oh, so the previous three... So the first one was there, the second one was there, the third one was... somewhere else, but it was located on the table, I'm sure of it. So, where's this fourth one? Logic dictates it would still be on the table. And I'm guessing the whole point of this is to lift this flap here and get this lock disengaged. But I am stuck. Exactly. There's Nightmare Before Christmas. It absolutely blew your mind. Nice, nice. What did Pete help with? Will it help if I kiss it better, Daddy? I know it said Filth, but then that'd be Danny Filth. Hey, Nibberin, how you doing? You've refunded them. Thank you, Beardy. It'll absolutely blow your mind. Okay, okay. I'm not overly familiar with Nightmare Before Christmas. I've seen it 3 or 4 times. I have it. I absolutely adore it, but it's not one that I have obsessively watched like a lot of people that were a bit younger than me when it came out and had all the bags and the hoodies and stuff. I need to find this circular bit. It's not hidden in there somewhere, is it? No, I've read all these. I've read all these. These show me nothing. I have up the brightness so I can see a bit more because it was struggling. Maybe there's something over here that I've not seen. Was there anything in there? Oh, we've done that. We've done that one. Anything circular? Can I just like remove the top or bottom of this? No. I'm gonna play some games myself, so good luck. No worries, dance to stupidity. Have fun. What are you playing? That small emo child covered in Nightmare Before Christmas and everything stripy, as I'm sure you could tell from my music taste so far. You was 100%. Yes, and that's absolutely fine. I love that people have that. I think it's healthy to have little teenage obsessions and stuff. That means we can understand it when other people form obsessions about things. Okay. I've done all this. I've done all that. You can blow this. You can blow that. You can do this. You can blow that. You can blow that. This is tricky. This is... Because no matter where I go, I'm not seeing anything new or anything I haven't interacted with before. There is this little thing here. So I'm guessing if I put something across there, it's going to pull that down and open something, perhaps. But I haven't found anything that would do that as of yet. The prompt, the help text is still up, Beardy, because I'm still asking for help. If anybody spots something that they think might be helpful, I want them to yell out and say, have you tried this? Because I am stuck here. Now, this chest was pretty much completed. In fact, it was completed. I did, apart from this bit on the corner here, but I think I require some sort of cog in order to use that. I cannot interact with this yet, and I have nothing in my inventory. Excuse me. Good lord. The lens is showing nothing. We've already done this bit here. There's nothing else in here, is there? I mean, that is a symbol that's also on the side of the chest, but once you've completed a puzzle and it has no more use, it stops letting you interact with it, which is what's happening here. How far have I gotten? Hey, damn man, I am still here. I'm exactly where I left off on yesterday's stream, so I'm still trying to open this last part of this box. Have I lifted the chest handles? Hey, Sharpocalypse, how you doing? I have. This one had something in it. I forget what it was, but it won't let me do it again because it's already done. I don't think the other one actually had anything liftable, but let's find out. No, it only lets me go down there. It doesn't actually let me zoom in on that chest handle, and I cannot interact with it in any other way. So that's a no-no. To do with the cannonballs. It's not like in the pages of this book. You can't actually turn pages in books. You've got an entire book, and all I'm reading is one little bit. It's like, come on, man. Let me see the rest. What's that? Nothing. I mean, there is like a sort of another candle over there, but I think I need to unlock that part of the ship. It's certainly not letting me do anything there at the moment. I can't get up the stairs. I can't get anywhere over here. The lens shows up nothing. Like, at all protected, just like your holiday. Fuck it out, Chug, shut up. Must have missed. I agree, damned man. I believe that it is on the table. Or is that just a gentle hint to say you have missed something on the table? Can I undo the rope knots? I have tried to interact with them before, but it hasn't let me. Now then, how can I interact with the weights once they've been put on? I don't think I can. But you never know. I mean, if it was me, I'd just put my hand on that and just push it down. You found the song, nice. I'll try the rope knots in a moment, Beardy. I did try. I'm pretty sure I've tried, but I don't know what it would achieve. No, it's not letting me zoom in or interact with that in any way. Let me just double click all around the table edge again, just in case I've missed something. And it's been quite specific with its hitbox to zoom in and therefore interact. Oh, what the hell? It's wrong button, chunk. Is there anything on the roof? I've not really looked at the roof. Put my lens on. Nope. 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 Yep. 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 Can I look out the window? No. Okay, I've read the note. There's nothing behind it. I can't see any obvious like gaps or drawers like this one, unless there's something maybe else in the drawer, like underneath it. You're going to tell me there's like a second slot? Oh, hello. I can still use that, though. Oh, I can close it. Oh. Doesn't usually let you close things once you've opened them. Usually once you've interacted with something and it has no more purpose, it stops the ability to interact. That is interesting. Yeah, okay, so you've been refunded, but you haven't... But because you've been refunded, you cannot... even though you've been refunded, you cannot do it more than once per stream. Understand. Does the draw control something else? I'm not sure. I've put it back in to see if that's changed anything. It does look like there's something there, look. There's like a little bit there. But clicking on this does nothing. And it doesn't feel like the draw controls anything else. I think it's just... maybe they forgot to program it so you can't do that anymore. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Can I look any further in it? No. Put the lens back on again, just because you never know. Nah, there's fuck all in there. I'll close it anyway, just in case that does something further down the line that I'm not aware of. That yet, you know. The circle on the front. So that is what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find the circular metal plate that slots in there. And then I can open this flap here by putting the levers in, which will give me the final weight to put on the table, which will make this finish doing whatever the hell it is that it's doing. Man, I don't see shit. Is that a hidden portion of that? Is it something... oh, you fucker. Bastard! It got me, but there we go. We have it. Okay, the backseat rule is back in effect, my friends. Let's move on with the puzzle. Oh, that's... I see what you're making me do there, you bastards. I think. No, hang on. Because that has to go in. Yes, so that goes in there. No. That doesn't fit in there. It's put this. Oh, what am I about? I just could not see the wood through the trees. I was overcomplicating things in my own mind then. Finally. Okay, we have the last weight. Thank you. And is there anything else in there that I need to be aware of? No hidden packages, partridges, passages, or compartments? Right, okay. Hang on. That ain't right. Look at that. That ain't the right shape, is it? Yeah. Something's not right there. Oh, well, spin the top. There we go. Does that make it the right shape? Yes, it does. Chunkules, what, like gravy granule? Does someone say Hercules? I think you mean Hercules. Oh, mother Hercules. Anyway, we're good. Oh, the lateral lid comes off. Oh, so the lid is the small one. Oh, it's a double weight. This is beautiful. Come on, let me in. Okay. Is that just going to automatically come forward now? Oh! Oh. Nice. The Nutty Professor, such a classic, it really is. A metal clock spring, and... You're a fucking wanker. We're gonna fuck you right in the balls. Some fuck with an anchor. Okay, not interactable. Not interactable. So I have a spring for a clock and an anchor. What's in the box then? What's in the box? Clearly something moves there. Oh, not yet. Okay. I have a star-shaped hole. Nothing to zoom in there. Anything on the rear before I start fiddling with the front? No. I love Aylstone. Yeah, they're pretty good fun, aren't they? There's a sort of slot there. Okay, so at the moment this is non-interactable. That's fine. Let's go put the anchor on the ship. I'm assuming there will be a place on the ship for the anchor. Oh, of course. I said there's going to be something to put on there. Ha-ha! And we have the thing to open that chest. I know some people that don't like Aylstone. I have a stash. Fucking hell, bitch. Bastard. I can't say anything around you, can I? Come on. Hey. Ooh. Hello. I'm guessing in here needs to go a clock spring. Hello? Ah. My goodness. Huh. Maybe not. Let's just pull this lever now and see what happens. Nothing. We have a big circular indentation on the lid, but that doesn't seem to want to do anything. Let's pop my lens on. Nothing particularly hidden about it, unless it's on the back. No. It's screwed in place. Good to know. So I need some sort of like key to turn it, don't I? Can I play with this again? No, that is now locked shut. What are you? Nothing. Nothing, tra-la-la. Oh, I'm alright, thank you. J2, I was feel a bit crappy earlier, but I think it's because I had a really good night last night and Flo's gone back to Sheffield now, so I'm a bit bummed out by that. Got a few other things going on that aren't very good in my social life, but nothing too serious. But I was getting a bit bummed out. I meant to be getting packed ready to go on my jollies tomorrow morning, but fuck that, because that's far too mature and adult. Instead, I'm going to sit here, play puzzle games, drink Diet Coke, and then panic at midnight when I realise I've got loads of shit to do. as is true tradition. Okay, so there's nothing. It's not letting me interact with anything. There's a switch on that side, but at the moment does nothing. Where are you going? What are you doing? I'm off to Manchester in the morning. Mega number 14, very, 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 very close friend, was kind enough to buy me a ticket to go see Graveyard and Cadaver at the Academy tomorrow and pay for my coach to go to Manchester. So I'm going to stay at his, and we're going to go watch them. And then I'm meeting a few Mank friends in Friday, just because I haven't seen them for a very, very long time. So I'm going to go meet another one of my besties who I spent 3 years at uni with doing event management. He's now running a very successful events business, and I'm absolutely over the moon for him. So I'm just going to go and chill out and see what he's doing. I am going to Newcastle on Saturday morning from Manchester to see Green Lung, and then back home on Sunday. But I'll probably be knackered, so I won't be streaming again until Monday, where we're going to do another music reaction stream. Remember, the requests are open for music reactions. You can now request songs, but you only get to request one per stream. Okay, so choose wisely. And all previous requests are in the Discord. Only one, my lord, yes, because I'm now going to play them in order of request rather than pick them randomly, because I was making mistakes. Pick 3, my lord. So yeah, just wanted. I don't want to get like. I don't want the books just to fill up stupidly fast again, so that I get avalanched with requests. I want it to be a bit more chill. So we have a slot here. Aha! Can I just slide you across then? No. Pulled it down. It won't let me pull it back up. Okay. Aha! Aha! The screwdriver! I'm not sure what it's for, but I have a screwdriver anyway. Oh, I need to unscrew this and put the spring in to make it work. Of course, of course. Hey, what? No, silly junk. Yoink. Okay. Now what? Now push the button. Close it up, maybe? No, doesn't want to let me do that. Alright. Now what happens if I do this? Fuck all, because it's still not fixed yet. Okay, so what else is there to do? There's some sort of button here that I've just noticed. Oh my! Screwing things. Indeed, that is exactly what it is for. Now will you do something? You will! But what it did, I do not know, unless I have to pry this bit open. No, maybe that's just a coincidence that it's different colour. I don't think it is. I have no idea what it is, to be honest, J2. What have we got here? Oh god, I have to set it to a time. What time does it want to be set to? Have I been given a time that I haven't noticed? It's time for time. Slot holes and screwing things. What a filthy game. Out pops Pennywise. The game is PG-13. The stream most definitely is not. I'm guessing 2 minutes to midnight isn't the one. Should be. Should be the answer for everything that's time-based. 2 minutes to midnight. Okay, so let's have a look over at the ship. Is there anything in here that says a time? The age-old puzzle of shouting at it until it works. Absolutely. How are you doing, Penguin? Good to have you. Good to have you as always. PG said for Val. I think Valen's doing his sexy, thirsty, podcasty thing at the moment. Got a hell of a human beings and terrible games, so it's nice to watch someone else do them instead of me. I love puzzle games. Doesn't mean I'm very good at them, but I do love them all the same. We make slow progress here. It's good, but I'm looking for something that has a time on it. Have I seen anything that has a time on it? So I've read all these. I'm just scanning through them for a time. I have read them all. It's very rare for the notes to actually have any sort of relevance to what's going on, though. Hey, over here. Lurking while I do housework that I've been putting off. I can relate to that. Who needs to adult when you can play video games? I mean, is it me or are they lit up? No, it's just the light. It's just the light. It's not... It's not real. It's not real. Okay, let's not look any further than the table. Everything else on this table so far has been solved by looking at the table. 1800 hours. We have a time at 6 o'clock. Come here, you. Oh, come on. No. I mean, there's clearly a key of sorts in there, but I have to make the clock stop in order to pull it out. Or at least stop in the right position. Can I just stop it with this again? Does that do anything now? Can I touch this anymore? No, I cannot. I don't want to addle. Tom Waite said I don't want to grow up. I can feel that. Is this anything else to do with this? No, that's been done. I can't pull anything out of the bottom corner. What's on this note? Is there a time on this note? So the only time I've actually been given is 1600 hours. 1800 hours, sorry, which is 6 o'clock in the 24-hour clock. It was 1800, right? Pretty sure it was, but just in case. Yeah. I hear that squeak. I wanted to go out tonight and drink beer, but I didn't because I'm being very well behaved. But there's a really fucking cool Doom Stoner Sludge gig, like literally 4 minutes from my house. It's free entry, and you can bring your own beer because it's in like a practice room. So tempted, but I behaved myself. I'm a real boy. Maybe at 5 to 6. No. Oh, you bastard. 250. Alright, okay. There you go. Always helps to check the lens. 250, that would be the quickest way. Boom Shanker. I was waiting to use that, yeah, so Oh, I see. Thank you. Turn it with will turn into gremlin, don't feed me beer sign. It's not that I'll turn into gremlin. It's more I've got an early start to I need to get up to go vote and then get myself into town centre to catch a coach for like a 3-4 hour trip to Manchester. I do not want to be doing that with a sore neck and a sore head. A deterrent for others. Doesn't know if Chunk wants to be Pinocchio or Peter Pan. Why not both? That could be a wooden boy that lives forever and never grows up. I mean, that, you kind of get that if you wouldn't anyway. Right, so I have a key. It just looks like a standard key. Little bit of a indentation there. Nothing remarkable about it. So let's find where that goes. Just taking a moment to try and remember where I saw a keyhole. I don't think these are keyholes. Where was the keyhole? There has been a keyhole. Keyhole? I'm going to say keyhole again, just because. Right, all this is apparently done with. Is there a keyhole on the front of this? maybe? No, that's just a seam, isn't it? We've been in there anyway. He's a real boy. A vote for Beardy is a vote for Mead. This is a world I'd live in. Sadly, it's not the world we have. I would recommend voting if you live in the UK tomorrow. You don't have to. Remember, if you are going to, that you do require photo ID. But it is your choice, and that is democracy. Alright, let's have a look at the ship. Is there a keyhole anywhere on the ship? Come on. Maybe to the captain's quarter or something? No. No. Remains opaque. Anything on here? No. We've done all this, haven't we? Yes. Interesting, I have a key, but I don't recall seeing a hole. I'd like to vote for whomever lives close enough for me to put a brick through their window. I've never done such a thing, but I'd like to know I could. Don't quite follow you there, damn man. I was very disappointed to see that there was not a representative of the Green Party in my area tomorrow. So my vote will be going to Labour. To be fair, the actual Labour candidate did come round to the house, and I had a whole conversation with her, and it was quite nice. And I think that's the first time in my life that the actual candidate has come to my house and engaged me in conversation, and she was bloody nice, and she was saying how she wants Hull to be a much more accepting place of others with differences, and I was like, you know what, yeah, and you've actually made the effort to come round, and okay, you know, you get my vote. Pissing hell. We haven't, like, unlocked a new area by getting that key, have we? Is there a... I mean, I can't see shit, but is there a hatch up here that could be opened with a key? Is that what we're looking for? It may just be me being super forgetful. Dudes, have we seen a keyhole anywhere? Was it Emma? No, it was, I think she's called Sean. I got a Lib Dem leaflet through the door that a proper wrong-uns making an album cover. I still haven't forgot the betrayal of Lib Dems at the general election 8 years ago. That soured because I voted for Lib Dem, and then they got in bed with the Tories. Is there a hole in the box? I didn't see one, dude, but I will go back and have a look. Get out of my garden.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong button. Unfortunately, the guy I knew ran last time isn't running now, so they're all strangers. That's fair. That's fair. I can't remember last week. I remember the bitter sense of betrayal when it really seemed like the Lib Dems were going to make a difference, and they won a lot of votes over from Labour. And then they went into bed with the Tories. It's like, you bastards. I won't forget that in a hurry. Okay, no. Admittedly, I think Doggo, Damned Man might be correct. I think there might be something here. I said I don't see a keyhole. I mean, there's this here, but that was just this is the mechanic for sliding that, right? It wasn't actually a keyhole. No, it wasn't. There's a button there. I don't know if that does anything. No. Aha! Are you a keyhole? You are! Marveloso Splendido. Aha! What are you? Oh, I love a good puzzle. Okay, the outer one doesn't rotate, so it'll work from the out in. Oh my. A diamond-shaped metal casting. Okay. Oh, and you're done, are you? Ah, hello. Oh, it's looking so well. It's a metal thing. Speaking of axes, is Warlock here? I have no idea. Yeah, it was 8 years ago. I think maybe a little bit longer, wasn't it? Oh, no, because there was a snap election, wasn't there, with Theresa May? Honestly, I don't remember. It just all blends into one nightmare for me. They shouldn't have gone into coalition with them, but they did do a lot to moderate the Tory plague. If you looked at their voting record, true. They could have actually just not gone with the Tories, though, and you know, you can never say, can you? You can never say what might have happened if they had refused and ended up with a hung parliament. I honestly don't know. 13 years ago, you must be kidding. Was it really that long ago? Fuck. No, my friends. Oh, I used to make them in school. Pick a number, pick a colour, pick a number, pick a colour. Hello. Oh my lordy lord. Oh god. What symbol is that? Oh, I'm making the little weird Pantera-like symbol in the bottom corner. There we go. Okay. Is that right? Is that... Yes, it is. Ah, we have finished this chapter, I feel. Ah. You have successfully navigated the secrets of the ship. Yet this grim ordeal will become increasingly challenging. I expect it to. But get a bit dark in here. Let's get a light on. Find a home for work. By the way, I hate Wednesdays. Fuck's sake. And chill, man. Just chill. Just relax. Do whatever it is you need to do just to unwind. How are you doing, Zolbo? Their biggest fan base was students. They went and tripled student loan costs. I was the first generation of students that had to pay $9,000 a year, I think it was. I'll be paying that off for the rest of my life. Another big reason why it's fuck you to the Lib Dems. It's probably the only Lib Dem member here. For my sins, it's more a desire to have variety from the two-party system, which will never happen until we get rid of first past the post. And we had the chance to do that, but the litany of lies and deceit and smear by the media, who were controlled by those in power, made sure that everyone was so disillusioned and confused by it that it didn't happen. Funny enough, Brexit was kind of similar. We're sorry. No, I get that. It wasn't you personally, was it? Also, a minority Tory government would probably have been angry chaos. I mean, there is that. You can't really tell, can you? 13 years ago, I was... Well, I was just about to go to uni, so I'd have been like 28, 29, something like that. I got into drinking instead of uni. Now who's laughing? Yeah, I mean, I made it through uni. I got a 2-1, which they say is a drinking man's first, and boy, did I spend 3 years drunk. Right, next chapter. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say all Lib Dems are dickheads, because they're not. Not all Tories are dickheads, believe it or not. That's the truth. But I will vote with my feet, and I really wish there was a Green candidate, but there isn't, so I'm gonna have to vote Labour. Right. I appear to be in... somewhere. What's this down here? What is that down there? Oh, it's the edge of the screen. Oh, hello. Thank you. Ooh, a metal bar. First past is the first past as well, absolutely. We definitely need Lib Dem because we need proportional representation, just like we need Greens, SNPs, Independents, and honestly more parties. There isn't enough nuance and too much black and white on any issue that needs debate. That is correct, but with the first past the post, none of them will ever get into power. That's the issue. We watched the election results in the Unibar. I remember the Tory Student Society cheering when UKIP candidates got elected because they thought that purple was blue. You know. This does not look like a boat. No, I think we've moved on, Michaela. Every chapter seems to be like a different area. It's pretty cool. Trust me, I'm relaxing. Got myself some vegetarian lo mein. Nice. And a Pepsi sitting in my recliner. I made a frittata earlier, and I've eaten it all. Admittedly, I made it at like 2 o'clock, and it is 8 o'clock now. But it had feta, spring onions, and dehydrated mushrooms. A little sprinkle of cheddar as well. With some, actually had some whole grain mustard. Obviously, general seasonings like, you know, salt, pepper, and whatnot. It was very delicious. Hakuna Frittata. I need to warm up my pancakes. Oh my. Unconfidently excited that PR is Labour policy. I don't know. I just think that I think it's in my opinion. As long as we keep it civil, I'm happy to have a little chat about politics, given the fact that it is like, you know, local council elections tomorrow in the UK. My issue with Labour at the moment is that we have a wealthy knight of the realm as the head of the Labour Party, which hardly screams fighting for the working class man, does it? Keir Starmer has all of the personality of a cabbage leaf, and I just don't see him as a Prime Minister in waiting. I would throw my weight behind the Labour Party if you had someone like Angela Rayner at the helm. That's just like my opinion, man. No, Alan didn't eat it because it had mushrooms in it. Hakuna Frittata, it's not good for a brain. You see, I found that's a bit of a common misconception, damned man, that who is in government doesn't seem to matter. It does matter. It does matter. The Conservatives want to keep the wealth for the wealthy. They want to profitize everything. They want to make sure that everything is earning money, including public services, railways, and everything else, because all of their friends donate to the Tory party, and they are the leaders of these people. To be Conservative is to be greedy, is to say, this is mine, I'm not sharing it. Labour, admittedly, it's been a very long time since they have been in power, but I remember life being better under Labour. I remember funded national health services. If the Conservatives stay in power, remember, tomorrow does not determine the power of the government. Tomorrow is for local councillors, so I strongly suggest anyone out there, go and research what your local councillor is saying they will do for you, and then hold them to account if they do not, if they get elected in. But if I believe that if the Tories continue, then we will see the final stages of capitalism in this country, and it will collapse. It will be probably violent. Because how can you justify having billionaires sat on thrones of gold when working class people who work hard can't afford to feed their children or clothe them? It's distasteful, it's quite sickening, and it is a bubbling pot. It's a pressure cooker that may blow. If we get the opportunity to get in a Labour government, I by no means do I think they will be in any way perfect, but I think it will relieve some of the pressure as they redirect funds from the wealthy and the private companies back into public services. That is my hope, that is my belief, and that is why I will be voting Labour at the next general election, even though I've been a lifelong Green voter, because this cannot go on without things getting horrendous. This is just...
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
But I do like to think that I am somewhat enlightened in the in politics and economics. By no means am I an expert, but looking at what's going on and seeing how it needs to change before everything just collapses, I think it has to happen. He's a knight of the realm because he worked in human rights law for years, but yes, he's a bit wet. We could well up with Angela Rayner. I don't think Labour will lose the next election, but if they did, she might step in. Labour needs a moderate, because when they had an actual socialist with Corbs, they lost huge swathes of members and votes, because Joe Public is really moderate, absolutely. And don't forget the ridiculous smear campaigns. Jeremy Corbyn was such an enormous threat to the status quo, to the establishment, and so they had to assassinate his character in order to make sure that he didn't get votes. And it's sad, but what happened? We had a real chance for change there, but every time we have a chance for change for the better, those in power, the Rupert Murdochs of the world, fucking wrinkled testicle sack that he is, they stop it from happening because they don't want to relinquish that power. Many, many reasons to not vote Labour. They should have a slap on the ear, but the alternative is just nope. Exactly. Your Green candidate is called Dick Vanes. I love it. Absolutely love it. You must vote for that. Give it a Labour, safe Labour. Like I said, here tomorrow, I don't have any independents. Oh, I've got one socialist unionist, and I looked at his record for the last local council election, and he got 24 votes. And it's like, yeah, I suppose I could, I could vote for him. I'd rather send a message to the Tory government, the tiniest little speck of a message, that enough's enough and you have to go. And life needs to improve for those of us that have very little. Let's continue doing some puzzles. Right, so, open. Oh, hello. Oh! Oh, wow. Okay, we're in some sort of Indiana Jones style temple. I like. I was in some sort of tomb or box. Oh, hello. There's always something to be looking at. What was you? What were you? Did I just miss you when I was inside? Yes, I don't think you're actually relevant, are you? You know how people, including myself, that got interested in politics, even if only temporarily, that Jeremy Corbyn got involved, was heavily impressive. Yeah, absolutely. I tried to look at my options and couldn't find a thing besides We Are, insert party. Yeah. It's not exactly inspiring, is it? But yeah, I'm still. I almost considered having an extra 40 minutes in bed and just not voting tomorrow. But I was like, no, come on. I have to, even so that I could just continue to complain about the state of things. I can at least stand up and say, hey, I tried. There's nothing worse than people bitching about the state of the country who don't actually vote. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Right, okay, let's do some puzzles. I need a key. I need a shoe. Smells like what? Burnt straw. Ooh, okay. The NHS needs reform in the way the money is distributed. They get sufficient funding, it's just spent horribly. But the wealthy elites have been subtly brainwashing people into causing the NHS to fail so that a private health service is seen as preferable so they get richer, not to mention health insurance. I've been saying this for years. Yes, a population of cowards and won't face things that scare them, 100%. I'm not bitter about this country, honest, I am. I truly hope, truly hope that as our parents' generation dies, that a more informed generation rises and comes into power. And I'm not saying that, no, I am saying this because for a huge swathes of the older population in this country, they still get all of their information from newspapers, The Sun, the Daily Mail, and all that other toxic shite. At least younger people that are engaged in politics have sources of information that aren't controlled by the wealthy elite. That is my hope. Since they didn't allow me to vote last time, I do postal votes. That's fair. That's fair. Go put a giant cross over that. You can deface your ballot if none of them speak to you. I just would recommend going. He certainly knew how to play the market, heading out to clubs, bars, unis everywhere. Very smart. So did Michael Gove. You ever seen him coked up in nightclubs? Participation is the main thing. It's just to draw knobs on the ballot paper. I agree. I agree. Make your vote, make your voice heard, even if your voice is cartoon knobs. I work in the NHS. It's dire. I know several people that work in the NHS, and yes, it is. It's a dire. I was so disappointed to see the nurses not the nurses. Sorry, the whoever was accepted the 5% pay rise. I was like, you should have held on, but then I don't know what it's like to be in that position, so I can't really judge. So Keir Starmer colluded with the Tories to politically assassinate Corbyn. So Keir is dead to me. I'll hold my nose and vote Labour in the general election, but only because they are Tories. My thoughts exactly. I do not like Keir Starmer. I think he's a slime ball, and he is out of touch also with... I think he's a soundbite man. He's just saying things to get votes, and I'm not into that. My parents always don't believe anything you read on the internet, and now all my dad posts on Facebook is climate change denying bollocks. My father and I don't talk about politics anymore because it gets heated and it can sometimes get a little bit upsetting. He's not a bad man, he's just lacks the ability to... this is what we've talked about before, about educational privilege. You know, my dad's a working class fella who's spent his life working as a welder. And that's it. I have had the opportunity to go to college and university so that I can learn how to dissect two sets of information and draw logical conclusions. That is educational privilege. So many of the country don't have that. Thank Tony Blair for a lot of that, because he's the fucking cunt that introduced tuition fees to university. Don't ever forget that. Oh, hello. That looks like the end of a crossbow. There we go. Hey, I like crossbows. Never fired a crossbow, actually. I missed the Monster Raving Loony Party. I think they're still going. I know. Is it Sir Buckethead or something still going? It's the entirety of the NHS, everyone. I can find the most recent Unison email to like more information. My heart is heavy enough as it is, Squeak. I just know it's fucked. Old Keir is offering to be a less corrupt Conservative leader. That's not enough for me. I am in agreement. But at the moment, less corrupt Tory leader is still a better option than the absolute detestable shower of shite that we have running our country at the moment, where it's all about fucking posturing and there's absolutely no accountability for the constant rule breaking, and it makes me sick to my stomach. But it is what it is. Count Binface and Elmo, nice. Sometimes people's hearts and morals are in the right place, just swayed by a whole different time and lifestyle. I mean, some people that don't have the ability to think for themselves absorb like a sponge the opinions of those around them. Never ever underestimate the power of one person who sounds like they know what they're talking about speaking to a room full of idiots. Because these people don't have the power to dissect what that person is saying and therefore determine whether or not it is true or false. It's like, oh, he sounds smart. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I'm so sorry I gendered that. They sound smart. They sound like they know what they're talking about. They must be telling the truth. How can you fight against that? And as soon as someone's got an idea into their head that is the truth, you could throw barrels, oceans of logic and conflicting information to them. But if they do not have that ability to draw logical conclusions, or if you don't convince them by sounding you like you know what you're saying more than the person that told them their opinions know what is saying, you're going to fail. And you're not going to change their mind. And there is nothing worse than someone who has made their mind up trying to tell them that they are wrong. I'm not wrong. You know, people hate being wrong. You know something? I fucking love being wrong. I'd love being wrong because it means I've learned something. And I am a child of science. Science is always happy to be proved wrong because it means that we're progressing. But that isn't the case for a lot of people. Even the stupidest people will hate being pointed out the fact that they are stupid. I'm only able to do that thanks to having smart friends. But you know what's right and wrong, though, don't you? Yeah, if someone's got a dog shit in their hand and says, I swear to you, this dog shit tastes like cheesecake. You know it isn't, don't you? So people just be like, really? Another room, another door, another room. Either you are as lost as I, or more likely you have forsaken me. Another room, another door. Yet never a pang of hunger, nor the welcome respite of sleep. Another door, another room. I keep a tally in my ledger, but I can no longer count the marks. I count the pages. The writing keeps me sane. I tell myself so. I did not deserve this hell. Fair. This winter's cold, best burn the homeless. Sounds like a cracking idea, Gov. Yeah. Like I said, earlier, this is late stage capitalism. We are witnessing the fall of our society. It's textbook, and what will replace it will be communism or socialism. And I'm here for socialism. Because as we've proven, as other countries have proven, communism doesn't work because the people at the top will always want more. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I just don't understand. I can't get my head around, and this isn't politics. I mean, it is a bit. It's just human behaviour. I can't get my head around people that crave power, that crave influence, that want to be seen as something better than other people. I can't get that. It makes no sense to me. It's like literally like, you know, like fucking, you know, Rishi Sunak, Boris Johnson, Theresa May, Putin, fucking Trump and Joe Biden. These are all people that have like, you know what? I want to control. I want the power over millions of people. I want the power to decide what happens in other people's lives. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I never lived under a local jurisdiction, like you know, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, but I wouldn't mind going back to a time when the mayor of Hull, which is a city I live in for anyone who doesn't know, the mayor of Hull decides what happens in Hull, you know? It's like, you know, and he listens to the people of Hull that are being affected by their decisions. I mean, I know that's what councils are meant to do, but the councils are also funded by... Oh, hello. Oh, my goodness. PSCI. Councils are funded by the governments and also dictated to what they can and can't do, and it's just like, oh, what? It's all such a fucking mess, and it's all about posture and identity. And it's like when it comes to like millionaires and stuff, it's like look at fucking Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Rishi Sunak, Boris Johnson. They've got so much money that it's not even money to them anymore. It's just a case of I've got more zeros in my bank account, so I'm better than you. And this is all their peers. You know, it's not money to them. They've got no concept of money anymore. I fucking count every single penny every single month. I admit, I know, I put my hands up. I am on welfare. I am on benefits because I'm not mentally well enough to hold down a proper job because shit like this drives me insane, as well as all the other shit that's going on in my life. Pennies matter to me. Like, every single fucking penny matters to me because 17 pence can get me a tin of spaghetti hoops. Look, I know I'm a fat fuck and I ain't going to starve to death. I get that. But I also don't want to go hungry for weeks on end. And they will never understand that. It's like being an alcoholic. The only people that can ever truly understand what it's like to be an alcoholic is another alcoholic. You can read as many books as you like on addiction and the different types of behaviors that present themselves, but you can never know the call, the lure, the desire, the need for that fucking drink. Just like someone who is rich, who has been born rich and has always been rich, will never, ever, ever understand what it's like to be poor. And I think that's the issue. We shouldn't have millionaires running the country. we should have just normal people with normal. Send all the millionaires off on a fucking yacht somewhere. Go live your lives. Go on, fuck off. Or at least even if we do have a class system of working class, middle class, and upper class, then we should have a different set of government for each. Like the working class should have a leader that understands the needs of the working class and therefore provides for them, and the middle class and the upper class the same, I guess, but they don't get an influence over what happens on us. I'm just a fucking idealist, I guess. Anyway, what was I doing? So I hate this shit because I know people come here to be entertained, and this is not entertaining, this is depressing. Right, what we're doing here. That goes into there. I can transport that down to there, and that goes into there. You go back into there. You bastard. Okay. No. Oh God. Right. Okay. I'm gonna put you there. Put you back there. I'm gonna push you up there. I want. Shit. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Just want to swap them over. There we go. You go in there. You go in there. You come down here and go in there. And then you go in there. Sweet. Cheers, Michaela. So I need to scroll up chat. It's an please put this in terms and words I'll understand, please and thank you. I get that, Squeak. Okay, yeah, I understand. That was one odd thing I remember hearing. The whole trust the science thing seems to count the fact that you don't need to trust science. You can verify it. That's it. Science is proven. Belief is the... Like, fucking Tim Minchin said it yesterday on the video we watched. Belief is the absence of proof. And it's like, I don't care. I don't care what you're showing me. I don't care what you are proving to be true, because it doesn't align with my beliefs. Their beliefs are not provable or quantifiable. And the confirmation bias will kill us all. As soon as the media started smearing Jeremy Corbyn, then everything that he did that was, or anything that he did was shit. And if he did anything that was good, people would just ignore it. Or the same could be said for the Tories. You know, I mean, people that vote Tory must... So there's okay. So in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, people that vote Tory are either evil or ignorant. So they're evil because they see the state of our society and the poorness and the poverty and the degeneration, and they don't give a fuck. And to me, that makes them evil. Or they're ignorant, as in they literally don't know it's going on. And I suppose when you go to quaint little villages on the outskirts of cities that have got all the funding, Rishi Sunak was at a private party, wasn't he, and said, I have deflected funding from the north that needed it and put it back into the pockets of you guys who are all disgustingly wealthy. It was recorded on camera saying that. And people are still waving a flag for him. It's greed. It's fucking greed. And I don't understand it. I mean, I think I do understand it, but I can't accept it. Because it's disgusting to me. I count, as I said earlier, I count every penny. Yeah, if I've got a bit of change in my pocket, I'm still giving it to the guy sat outside Lidl, saying, no, mate, have you got any change? It's like, yeah, I've got like 30p, mate. Sorry, it's not more. I apologise to him for giving him money and saying, I'm sorry, I can't give you more. I remember fucking living in Walkden in Manchester. I was... me and Lottie was there. Lottie was there as well. And she could verify this. Not that we're talking at the minute. But walking into Aldi, there was a like homeless guy begging for money, and this proper snooty fucking cunt with his bloody knitted tank top and his bow tie. Literally had a fucking bow tie on. was stood there giving this homeless person shit. Actually giving him shit, saying, "You're making this place look disgusting. You know you should go away. Go away. What on earth are you doing here? We don't want to look at this when we're going to do our shopping." There was an M&S food next door, by the way. And it's like, yeah, we don't want to see this. You don't want to fix it. You don't want to do anything about it. You just don't want to see it. Do you have any idea how disgusting that is? Anyway, I pulled out £20 note. And when we left Lidl, because they do cashback at Lidl, or Aldi, sorry. And when we left, I went up to him and said, "Hey, mate, not everyone thinks like that. You know, here's 20 quid. I hope you get what you want with it." 3 hours later, I'd forgotten something. I think we were having a barbecue. I'd forgotten something. So I got back in the car and drove up to Aldi. And this guy is just outside Aldi, plastered with an empty bottle of whiskey in his hand. And I was like, yeah, I can't judge you. I can't judge you for doing it. I know what the core of that bottle is like when you've got nothing. We feel like you've got nothing left in life. All you want to do is numb the pain with alcohol. I get that completely. So I actually felt bad. I felt shit. Maybe I shouldn't have given him that much. But then who the fuck am I to say what he should do with his life? That's the whole fucking problem in this country anyway. That's the whole problem with fucking, like, you know, like, transphobia and homophobia. People thinking they get to say what other people do with their lives. As long as you're not hurting anyone, just fucking do what you want. And you should be able to do what you want with the freedom to not be persecuted by fucking middle-class snobby bow tie wearing cunts. I've never really felt like I fit into this society ever. I fit into certain pockets of it. You know, I absolutely love you guys. You're some of the best people I've ever met in my life. I love hanging out on stream because it gives me the opportunity to be around lovely, like-minded people. My echo chamber, even though it's a very public platform, it is still my little echo chamber. And I like living in an echo chamber because it reminds me that there are really good, decent, nice, lovely, wonderful people out there. But I get so fucking sad. I was going to say angry, but it's not even anger anymore. I guess a little bit of frustration, but I get so sad when I step outside of that bubble and I see just how fucking horrible people are to each other. And it's not like okay, that guy outside Aldi was a complete prick. But it's not that. It's like an en masse horrible thing. I think it's quite rare for someone to actually approach someone face to face and say, "I am better than you, and you should not be here." But en masse, it's what's said in groups behind closed doors. My dad's a Tory. That hurts, man. Never used to be, but he started drinking in the Conservative club. So his echo chamber became Conservatives, and when I go through to see him, I douse myself in holy water and I step through the doors of the Conservative club. And you know what? Everyone in there is quite nice. Really nice. Just people in the autumn of their lives having a drink, playing bingo, doing a quiz, listening to a singer, chatting, catching up, saying what's been going on in the week, you know, and they're all genuinely lovely people. You can have a conversation with any of them. And they're absolutely fine, and they're lovely, and they're just like us. Until a topic comes up where they're not happy about it. And then they spout vile rhetoric, and they think that they are right. How can you tell someone they're wrong? They don't even think they're right. They know they are right, because perception is reality. And if your perception is that homosexuality is disgusting or races shouldn't mix, if that is your perception, then that is your reality. So that's their beliefs. That's what they know to be true. We were playing bingo, and I love a bit of bingo, mate. But we were playing bingo, and they don't even do two fat ladies anymore. 88, it's like two large snowmen. 88, that kind of thing. Heinz varieties, 57. So like 59, the Brighton line. 6 and 9, 69. Everyone goes because we're all children at heart. Number 10, Rishi's Den, is because whoever it is number 10 Downing Street. And someone at the back, some old fella at the back said, "It's disgusting. Bring back Thatcher. The country's gone to shit." And people in the room all went, "Rah, rah." It's like, yeah, you actually believe that, don't you? You want the era of Thatcherism back in this country. Fucked up, man. It's really fucked up, which is why I try and spend as little time as possible outside this house. And when I go anywhere, I travel through, like, tomorrow I've got to go. I'll get a bus into town centre to get my coach to Manchester. And every time I travel through Hull towards Hull City Centre, whether I'm going to an appointment with my alcohol worker or I'm going for an appointment at the benefits office or anything like that, or even if I'm just walking to Lidl and back to get some groceries, everyone just seems, at least this is just in like Hull, in this area of Hull, which is not even the poorest area, but it is by no means a wealthy area of Hull. Everyone just looks defeated. The amount of just of street drunks and people that have just totally given up on life, screaming at each other with their little arguments that they have in the street. They think it's okay to scream at each other in the street. Shoplifting is absolutely rife. It's always going on. We have a huge amount of refugees settled here from various war-torn countries, which, because people in Hull, it's generally been a very white city for a very long time, it's causing a massive amount of friction, like social friction, because of language barriers and culture barriers, and I just, it fucking breaks my heart to see human beings who are capable of compassion, and who are capable of love, and who are capable of laughter and enjoyment, just being so fucking dead behind the eyes. It just genuinely seems like everyone's given up, and who can fucking blame them? You know, look at the fucking state of the shit. Look at the world we live in. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that there are great places in the world. I know there are great people in the world. I know that if I invited a few friends over to have a fire in the back garden, we would have such a good time. I would cook food. We would be grateful. We'd have, everything would be great. But that little pocket of people is very much the minority when you go out there and you're faced with the enormity of the problem. And part of me thinks that's why the current Tory government literally just don't give a shit. They're harvesting money for the impending collapse of capitalism. And it is impending. We are living in the late stages of capitalism. It's going to fall apart because this model is not sustainable. At some point, we, the people, will have had enough. And we will rise up. And will it be peaceful? Probably not, because we've been peacefully protesting for decades and it doesn't get fucking anything done. It will probably be violent. I, for one, will not be partaking in the violence. I will be sat here watching it and fearing. Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to go on such a thing then. Just, That's a lot of thoughts and feelings that have been building over the last few weeks, and go vote tomorrow. Even if you do come into a comfortable amount of money after living like we have, the mindset doesn't go away. We need someone like that in there. We do. Sending loves, thank you. So many people have to know politics rule. I mean, I know a lot of people do that. I guess, and I know for a fact, like, I know, just pure example, because I live with the dude, Valen has a no politics rule, because one time he got into a political discussion much like this and lost a lot of followers. Fine. I'm not that precious about my follower number, because this isn't my living, it is his. This is just my little place where I get to hang out with people and play video games. So if people want to leave because they disagree with my political views, the door's there. But it's something that needs to be said. And I think that the whole, I don't come here for politics kind of thing, but politics is in everything. It affects every single aspect of every human life in this country, if not on this planet. And so I guess what I'm saying is I will no longer be Not that I ever particularly was, but I won't be silent. I will express my opinion in a hopefully respectful and articulate way. And if you think I'm talking shite and that I'm an idiot, it's your prerogative. The door's there. Please don't come back. Because if you think that we shouldn't have equality, that everyone should be fed, clothed, and society doesn't need to have homeless people. But it's greed. It's greed. This is mine. This is mine. You're not having any of this. Oh my goodness, you mean you haven't worked? Oh, you're not having any of this. Like I said in Discord a while back, the government, because I'm off work, because I am sick, the government gives me what I need to survive. And it's true. It's true. Every month they give me a small amount of money, which gets me my rent and my bills and my roof, my food, and a little bit of fun if I'm lucky. How is that fair when people that already have money probably earn in interest every hour what I get a month to live on? And it's like, oh, we'll go get a job. It's like, I can't. And even when I've had jobs in the past, it's always just fucking shit. I never have any money left. What I have to drink away just to forget how fucking hideous the world is. And it's sad. It's so sad that we can be so horrible to each other without really understanding each other's struggles or knowing what it's like to be. I mean, here's me pissing and moaning about a fucking getting 600 quid a month off the government to live when, you know, people are literally fucking dying in war-torn countries, getting saved and coming to this country only to be fucking demonized and hated. And why? Why are we pouring our hate onto the poor bastards that just don't want to die? Because the papers tell us that that's the problem. Not the billionaires sat at the top. The people with so much wealth that they could fix this entire planet in a click of a fingers if only they weren't so fucking greedy. And no one would go without. No one would need. And they don't. Greed. And they blame the poor people. I mean, I get what you're saying there. Yeah, no worries, Squeak. I get it. 50% of people are jerks. The other 50% are. I disagree wholeheartedly. I think 1% of people are jerks, and the other 99% of people are just people trying to live their life the best way that they can. But that 1% is what controls the thoughts of so many and controls the financial situation and the living situation of so many. It's a system that is tipped against us, and like I say, this is final stage capitalism. It's been tipped for too long. It's been tipped for too long, and it's depressing as fuck. So I really shouldn't be talking about it. Might not be in our lifetime, but I think humanity is close to a turning point where people recognize how to be better. We're part of it. That is the collapse of capitalism, because the better system is socialism. Socialism provides for everybody, regardless of whether they work. Like the whole universal basic income. Give everybody £1,000 a month, regardless of what they do, so that they can afford to have a quality of life. And if they want to earn more money on top of that, they are then free to do so. If they don't, they can still have a fairly decent life. I really don't think that's too much to ask. I want to work. I don't want to be on benefits. I want to get back into work, but I don't think I could keep a job because I've had enough. I've had enough of spent a lifetime taking shit from customers and arsehole managers, and as I proved just before Christmas when I quit Tesco, I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. I won't take it anymore. You don't get to speak to me like shit. I will tell you to go fuck yourself, and that's why I can't have a job. because my life and my experiences, the only options I have is to work in customer services. And I'm too fucking old to start somewhere else. Ugh. Yeah, absolutely. I've seen that, especially in European countries, like the Scandinavian countries, Netherlands, stuff like that. Like, universal basic income has proven to be an enormous, huge thing. Thanks, Max. I appreciate that. Universal basic income as the issue of money has to come from somewhere, which is why I like the idea of universal basic work, so at least we can have a simple job that pays us enough. That doesn't make sense to me, damned man, because then you're going to force people into, it's basically forced labour. Universally, the issue of where the money has to come from, our king is worth billions. Our prime minister is worth millions. Billions that are not paid in tax each year by massive corporations who dodge tax with offshore havens. That's where the money comes from. Again, it goes down to greed. The greed of people not allowing other people to have better lives. I've got, I'm worth $26 million, or £26 million. You? What are you worth? I'm actually about $4,000 in debt at the minute. Thanks, Max. I can see you trying to distract me, and I get that. And look, the thing is, I'm not even like, I mean, I'm a little bit, it does get me a bit down, but I'm not like heavily depressed. I'm not like, you know, I'm not, it's, I think that as a people, we need to be talking about this a lot more, rather than just not talking about it and hoping it goes away. And I guess as a extremely small community leader, I guess I have to say my piece, because I care about my community, and you are all members of my community. You know, I love you all to pieces, and I know some people are suffering as well, and like all of us have the power to change that suffering. Even my 30p to the homeless guy outside Lidl will go a little bit of a way, and that's all I can afford. I hear you, Bruella. I do hear you, Bruella. Max, behave. I remember, I went, so my high school years were 1995 to 2000. And I remember even in 1998, 1999, my maths teacher, a guy called Mr. Steves, said that he believed that people should only go to school if they want to be educated. And it's a waste of time, money, and effort trying to educate people that have no interest in it. Kind of get what you mean. I get what he means. I think people should want to work because they want to contribute to the running of society. The fact that we have to pick, I mean, I don't. When I'm ready to get back into the work arena, I don't have a choice of where I work. I will be able to work in supermarkets or warehouses or call centers. That's it. That's it. That's all I am fucking qualified or experienced to do. It's fucking shit. Those jobs are shit. And I know I could do better in higher positions. I don't want to say positions of power. I don't positions of responsibility. But I can't get that because that's not how the system works. And that in itself is really sad. You know, it's not even about what you can provide. It's about your status. It's about how much money you have, who you know. How can you look at that system and think that it's fit for purpose? It isn't. It's completely broken. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. I do need to pack a bag for the morning. I do. I'm not going to say I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for what I just talked about. I'm not even remotely sorry for it. And if it made you feel uncomfortable, good. If it made you feel uncomfortable, then good. Because as far as I'm aware, the vast majority of what I said was truth. And if the truth is making you uncomfortable, we need to change it. You're rich in personality, empathy, and kindness. The billionaires are broke by comparison. But that's why the system's broken, because it doesn't matter, does it? What a society we live in where empathy and kindness is irrelevant compared to how many zeros you have in the bank. What a strange stream that was. I probably won't save. No, fuck it, don't worry about it. I am going to save that VOD. I'm going to stand behind what I've just said. And I'm in a very weird place where I don't have a single viewer. I don't have a single streamer online at the moment. What the hell? Really? Should we refresh that? Oh yeah, I do. It's just Twitch being twitchy. Yeah, let's go Red Valen. At least he's talking about sex. Everyone loves sex, right? Well, apart from asexuals, of course. Right. I won't be back on stream until Monday, my friends. You know, the whole be the change you want to see in the world. I guess that's me talking about this shit. I want it to change, and I can't change it. But I guess if you've, I don't fucking know. I can't even summarize. I'm brain gone. Right, I'm gonna go get myself packed for my trips tomorrow, which were very kindly funded by friends and you guys, the community. The donations and subs and all the rest of it have very much gone into allowing me to have a few days of visiting friends and having some fun, and I really appreciate that. I think I need that. Yeah, I'm gonna go have a cup of tea. I'm gonna go pack a bag. I need to pack all my clothes and all the rest of it. So I'm gonna send you over to Valen, and I will see you on Monday for music reaction stream. Yesterday's Monday, was fantastic, and I can't wait for more. Love you all to bits. Bye.